Jesus! Yes! Yes!
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Hammerin. This was created by Irem in 1990, and this was suggested by YouTube user Quuhod. And yeah, I'm back to some requests. This game is the first in a long series of games, but this is the only one for the arcades. I think most of them were released only in Japan and for like home consoles. I had never come across this in arcades back in the day. This is a cute game though. I kind of like it. It has a construction site motif. It kind of feels like the game Kid Nicky, which is also by Irem. But you are this Japanese guy that works on a construction site, and there's this rival construction company called the Rusty Nails or something like that, and there are 6 different stages that you have to fight back against these guys, and they demolish his home while he's away. This game's funny. I kind of like the goofy humor of it. Hammer time. Rusty Nailers, I think they're called. And we're going to go ahead and get started. You have this big old sledgehammer, and there are various power-ups that you can get by demolishing certain colored crates. And you can whack the crates and push them into position. Or you can destroy them when they're against each other or against a wall. You can get little gift boxes, which give you bonus points. And there will be guys that come out of manholes, and they can fling the manholes at you. Now this is kind of dumb. These guys come out of this ramen shop, and just the bowls of ramen will kill you if they land on you. Despite his big old hammer, he's actually kind of weak. There's also a chili pepper, which gives you a faster swing. And there is a helmet, which allows you to take one extra hit. Otherwise, you are a one-hit kill. And yeah, it's kind of annoying how weak... there, I lost my one hit. It's kind of annoying how weak Harry is. And we are going to face our first boss coming up here. And he's actually quite easy if you have the right timing. If you screw up on the timing of your swing, you can get nailed by the concrete bags that this guy throws. Just make sure your timing's right, and hit the bags right back at him, and you'll eventually hurt him. With a fast swing, it's much easier. With that power up. And that's the first level beat. And there's a total of 6 levels. The first one was Needless Markup Mall. And this is a Rusty Nail development project. And you get a power-up that says POW, and that'll give you a giant hammer, and that also makes you able to use a ground attack, a really powerful ground attack. And to use the ground attack, you push down and you press the attack button. And you make tremors that hurt certain enemies. Just barely coming into contact with these spiked pendulums will kill you. You can jump on top of them, but that's not really advisable. Just whack them to make them swing and then move when it's safe. And these guys are kind of annoying. They smash holes in the ground, which reveal spikes that will kill you if you fall on them. And there will be certain areas where there will be spiked balls falling down, and you'll have to know where they're at. Whoops!
Let's get busy!
Yeah, this game's kind of fun. I'd never seen any of the others in the series, or this one for that matter. But I've played this through game. Yeah, don't hesitate if you're gonna go under where that one spiked ball will fall down. And we're gonna face the second boss here. He's got a long arm. He's a tank. He's really easy. Just prepare to duck under or jump over the ball that sticks out, the spiked ball. Eventually you'll want to hit his head. You might be able to hit his body, but his head makes a better target, I think. Yikes. Yeah, just remember that you're a one-hit kill. So if you need a minute or two to assess how to beat a boss or something, take a little time. There is a time limit, and when it runs out, you will die. So don't take too long. Dock of the Bay, like the Otis Redding song, sitting on the dock of the bay. Now you have to whack these pipes to make them roll over this lava or this golden water. And you have to be ready for these hooks. There's a lot of memorization you have to do about this game. You have to remember where these hooks are, where certain enemies are, where those spiked balls will fall. Yeah, if you press down and attack, then you will smack the ground and make a little tremor, and you can hurt enemies that are close by. Those... whoops, crap. Did I only lose 2 lives? I thought I had 3 lives. What happened? I don't know. You gotta put in a lot of initials in this game. You can put in, I think, a maximum of 10. So I gotta put in my whole first name. Yeah, I could do some requests. I have some other projects coming up that I'd like to do, but a few projects I can knock out real quick. And you get a limited amount of continues as the default. And I chose no. But I will do a bit of a continue real quick here, just with invincibility on, just so I can beat the rest of the levels in the game.
Let's get busy!
Yeah, you'll pick up right where you left off, or close. The hooks and the pendulums you can hit with your hammer and make them move away, or swing the other way, or whatever. There will be some sort of mini bosses sometimes that will take several hits. If you're going to use the ground attack on them, or the tremor attack, or whatever you want to call it, you're going to have to do it a lot of times. But yeah, this game has the feel of Kid Nicky, I think, if you've ever played that game. Some enemies, yeah, they will be able to shoot fireballs, and those fireballs will split. And getting hit by one single fireball will kill you. But yeah, the power-ups that you can get, there's a gift box, and that can give you, I think, 1,000 points, maybe 5,000 points, or 500 points. There's a chili pepper that will give you a faster swing of your hammer. There is a helmet that lets you take one extra hit. And then there's a POW, which gives you a giant hammer and a more powerful ground attack. And this has 2 cars with enemies in them. They're trying to chuck fire bombs at you, or shoot bullets at you. And that's one car now. Now we go to the other one. Yeah, I would have died several times. I would imagine that you die if the car backs into you, so you need to jump on the top of it. And then watch out for their fire bombs or their bullets. And now we go to this stage. There will be poles sometimes that you can hit with your hammer, and they'll go down, and then another pole will rise up from the ground. Don't want to get squished there. I don't know what acrobats are doing on a construction site. Yeah, there were other games in this series. The first Hammerin Harry was the arcade release right here, and it is also known as Daikunogen-san. I believe that's what it's called. But this was the only one for the arcades, and the other ones were for home game systems. I think there might have been one for PlayStation or something, or Super Nintendo, or I think there was a Game Boy one too. There is a way you can block objects that fall down on you, and you push up on the joystick, and you'll have your hammer pointing upwards like a shield. But if a whole bunch of objects fall on the hammer, eventually they'll fall through and hit you and kill you, like those cinder blocks. Yeah, note that this platform will try to push you into the spikes. It does kind of suck how weak Harry really is. How easily he can die. Oh, I thought maybe he would fall to his death. Nope. He's gonna come back up here. Maybe not. Here's another boss, and this one's weird. I guess you can jump on top of that thing, but it's best to just try to hit that purple sensor when the hatch opens. I don't normally do playthroughs just because it seems to take too long, but there's only 6 levels on this game, and this is the end of the 4th level, I think it was. So that's okay. But again, this was suggested by YouTube user Quuhod a very long time ago, and I simply didn't get around to this. Oops, I'm running out of time. Like I said, if you run out of time, you will die. And even with the invincibility cheat on, you will die if you run out of time, and that will happen right here. Ouch! Harry, next time move faster. I kind of like this game. It's funny. It's got goofy humor. But yeah, Harry's really weak. To die from having ramen dumped on you, that really sucks. I mean, I guess the ramen's probably scalding hot. That would suck to have it land on you. It shouldn't kill you. I don't really know much about the backstory of Hammerin Harry other than what we saw, where his home gets wrecked by the Rusty Nails, or Rusty Nail gang, or whatever you want to call them. Construction crew. Hammer time.
Let's get busy!
Well, it is 1990 when this game was made, so MC Hammer was still on everybody's mind. Parachute pants were very, very silly. even back in the early 90s, they were silly. Yeah, this generally has the feel of Kid Nicky, if you'd ever played that. But I do like the construction site motif. Yeah, you can break certain blocks from below, like these black and yellow striped blocks. I think you can actually ride on that lid that they throw and not get hurt. Oops, I gotta go downwards. I gotta duck and break those blocks. It's interesting that they've boarded up the manhole once a guy has thrown the manhole lid and you've destroyed it. You are going the right way if you go this way. See, you'll fall through that hole, and then you'll fight this mole in sort of a whack-a-mole type of environment. Just try to hit him from whatever hole he pops out of. Seems pretty easy right now. Eventually, you'll have to fight the mole rather than just whacking his head when he sticks his head out. Not sure why he has to have a telekinetic helmet or something. At any rate, now we're going to get to the final stage, Rusty Nail Headquarters. Definitely never seen this game in arcades. I'm guessing it had very limited release in the US. And once more, this was the very first entry in the Hammerin Harry series. There were a number of other games, mostly released for home consoles, and this was the only arcade release. Yeah, you can jump on top of those spiked balls, but I would not recommend it. I would just hit it with your hammer to make it swing, and then move under when it's safe. At its lowest point, it will kill you if you touch it. This is kind of a fun little game. It's got, I like the graphics, I like the goofy humor of it. It's guys are jumping through a window in the background. And you'll have to ride... Excuse me, you'll have to ride this platform upwards. Oops, I missed it. It'll come back down. I've got a couple more requests I want to take care of. And there's another home console review I want to do, but I'm not going to do a 20 from series of it because there were really not that many games released from it. Now, this boss is really weird. He flies around in this hover chair, and he throws money at you. The money will kill you. He can also shoot a laser at you. Yeah, I think you have to jump. I think that laser will not miss you if you're just standing on that desk. He seems like he's not that tough. I think the biggest worry you have is when he throws his money. He's kind of brushing it off of his hands. Oh, maybe not. I was thinking maybe he's like brushing it off of his hands like a guy's throwing money for strippers or something. Maybe he isn't. What a weird freaking game. It's very silly, and I do kind of like it. Maybe you also kind of see some similarities between this and Kid Nicky. But that is the end of the game. Thanks for knocking the bad sense out of me. What a weird little game. And we'll see sort of an ending sequence, and then the game just starts over with increased difficulty. There will be some new enemies that you'll have to deal with. And the Rusty Nailers have become law-abiding citizens, and they rebuild Harry's house. And they pose at the end of the game. Harry has a girlfriend that he lives with, or maybe that's his wife. I don't know the whole backstory of Hammerin Harry. Shall we try again? Guess I don't have much choice. Yeah, it starts over. It's just got tougher enemies this time around. Regular enemies plus some new ones. And there's a guy with a big old blade. Some sort of blade that he tries to attack you with. It takes multiple hits to take out. That's so stupid about the ramen killing you. It really is annoying that it doesn't kill you when you have invincibility on, but it splats on your head and you die if you don't have invincibility. I don't know the differences between this and the later Hammerin Harry games in the series. Yeah, that helmet, remember, that gives you one extra hit, which is very nice to have because you only have one hit. You're a one-hit kill. This is worth checking out at least. I like the construction site motif. It's kind of cute. But this was Hammerin Harry, released by Irem in 1990. And unlike Kid Nicky, this did not have a Data East license. As far as I know, this was just Irem. I'm gonna stop in just a moment here, but that was Hammerin Harry by Irem in 1990. Well, this is Crazy Climb Radius, and thanks for watching Hammerin Harry. And thanks Quuhod for suggesting this game. Well, I will catch you later with another video. Probably a couple more requests. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.